folks, here we are, the big mountain. It's time for Victory Road. And can we even bicycle here? Yes, we can. The music doesn't get overwritten though, which is great because this is like a really nice sort of epic. Unfortunately, the wild battle music is overridden, and always with the like crisis battle music that you get for double battles in deep grass and for sand swirls and shaking grass stuff. I don't know why. Personally, I think it should just stick with the same background music the whole time, personally, but, you know, that's just me. Well, that's neat, anyway. That's a good start. So I did my research, and we should not need Waterfall to progress through this dungeon, which is great because as much as I was like, wow, there's like 5 Pokemon in this generation that can learn Surf, there are quite a few that cannot learn Waterfall on top of that, so like, if we had Seismitoad in the party still, we would not be able to Waterfall, which I think is kind of garbo. But, you know, the devs know better than I do, that's for sure. Actually, I should probably check and see how close we are to being able to get Hidden Power. Remember, we need 115 scene entries for that, and we've seen 120. We could go and get that, actually. Fuck it, we'll get to it later. Excuse me. Alright, well, so far our strength puzzles just seem to be for going backwards, I would assume. Now, Victory Road is kind of like Twist Mountain in that there's a lot of branching pathways. But unlike Twist Mountain, I'm pretty sure that it doesn't have like one straightforward path for you that's easy to take to get through it. I seem to recall this place being a real maze. It's also a different Victory Road in Black 2, which is interesting for it being in basically the same location, the same mountain. But also, I think that's kind of neat. Sending Zip Strike us, so we don't want to stay in for that. We want Mega Deuce to take care of this. But you can see our levels are starting to get caught up with here. I remember that the highest level Pokemon that the final boss has, well, pre-credits final boss really, is level 54, so. Yes, thank you for the tutorial. I could have shown that off on my own. And this is how we're gonna get around, I believe. These gravelly sort of paths are where we can find wild Pokemon outside the caves. And here is Heatmore. Heatmore is a Pokemon that never really gets its due. It's a kind of a mid-grade fire type, but I like it. And yeah, it's an anteater to go with the Durant that we saw in that cave. Which is the most common Pokemon around here, but it is an ant, so I guess what you expect, right? Let's just keep doing this. Yeah, see, I like the little flame tongue in its animation. That looks pretty good, especially because it has, like, no border on it or anything. Oh, I get it. Do I look like I need help looking like one of those kind of people? I'm sorry. Ah, yes, classic no Gigalith in the cave. Well, give me your lunch money, Boldor. And by lunch money, I mean, something else, I don't know. Wow, that was worth absolutely fuck nothing experience-wise, I feel like. Compared to how Boldor usually is in these caves. I think the anteaters were worth more. Woobats, of course, are absolutely valueless. I mean, these things... It's not even a good Pokemon to begin with. Maybe if it had a third evolution, or it started at, like, Golbat stats and turned into Crobat when it evolved. Kind of. But no. That's what Noivern is for. Wait. Also, we got ourselves a rare candy. I will be hanging on to that for later usage because I'm probably gonna want it. Oh yeah, dowsing machine. Yeah, I knew there was something here. It just took me a second to realize, hey, ding dong, you forgot to turn that back on. An Ultra Ball. Oh yeah, that's gonna be really useful, I'm sure. As of course we drop right down to the wild Pokemon patch again. Now Volibee is not really worth a whole lot of experience, so again, I'll just give it kind of a miss. At least make this something that's worth experience. Well, it's a Boldor. We'll take it anyway. Wow. We're gonna recover for a couple turns here, because we can't use that outside of battle. So yeah, I didn't finish this path. Turn that back on. Turn the bicycle on. Info I don't think is going to be worth a whole lot of experience, but let's take it out anyway and see how we do. Because we can Shadow Ball it once. Yeah, it's worth less than 700. And we gained a level, so it's going to go down even more. So, no reason to bother with that. So I guess Boldor is still kind of stonks for this area. Yeah. Maybe the EXP rewards in this part of things are a little bit scaled down compared to where they would be nice to be. Oh look, large dog. Oh, let's make it smell funny by dampening it. Ouch. Not impressed by the threat. Well, you know what? I don't necessarily blame you too much, dude, but also ouchies. I think we're switching out on that one. Pulls no pursuit. Bring in a Pokemon that tanks Crunch decently. In fact, I doubt anything this dude has can hurt us too badly. Yeah, come on, what was that? Sheesh. It's an Scolipede. Well, Scolipede, we got something that can annihilate that quite nicely. Well, getting poisoned is not my idea of a great time here. And again, Scolipede is kind of fast, so I'm not surprised that happened to me. There we go, I finally got out of the thing properly. Hey, you. Yeah. Yeah, I know, right? But I didn't think I'd be able to one-shot anything with that, so... Okay, it looks like I don't have anything between Hyper Potions and Fresh Waters for HP recovery, so I'm just gonna feed my water type a Fresh Water, which makes a little bit of sense. Alright, let's go ahead and risk just putting ourselves backwards needlessly, because I want to see if there's anything over in this little area here. Oh wow, that time the guy chose to use a move that actually hits me. Heat Morph, yeah. It's Bug Bite. It's a bit of a surprise. I mean, I knew they had moves that could do damage to me, but just the extent to which they were not using them. Oh yeah, that's really useful for me. Like the instantaneous battle. It was almost so fast that the other music didn't even have time to start. Nice. Real nice. What, even the ones that come out of the Pokeballs? Okay. So what kind of EXP do we get out of Durant? I don't think it's a ton, but let's find out here. Ouch. Yeah, I don't think it's worth that, that's for fucking sure. Please kill it. Oh, not quite. Well. What a jerk. What an absolute jerk. Megaduce, you're the lowest level. You go get some EXP. I mean, it's completely free at this point, barring me getting, like, double critted by a crunch or something. 2 crits in 1 hit. That would be really unfortunate. That can't happen, I don't think. Well, what if it wore clothes but didn't have pants? What if it was doing the Donald Duck thing, you know? Or like most other cartoon animals, really. Well, I mean, it is a thing with, like, tentacles, so... I should just shut up, shouldn't I? I was too busy focusing on, oh yeah, I'm not getting experience on my current frontrunner here to actually notice how much these things were worth. And the answer is quite a lot, actually. That's more than Boldore, which is good because Durant is probably the most common thing in this area, I think. Level 47, hooray! Once she hits 50, I'm putting somebody else at the front of the party. 50 is my current, like, goal level for things. Wow. Fuck. Okay, just get everything out of that one, dude. Jeez. Thankfully, it was low enough level that we could one-shot it in return. You know, I'm surprised that Sabrina was the only gym leader who had a whip back in the era when they were like, okay, yeah, we're gonna let gym leaders have whips occasionally for some reason. Or Pokemon trainers, period, really. The early days of the Pokemon franchise were quite odd. Okay, I can look at your Pokemon, but I don't know about the fight. Well, and we're doing that anyway, too. Oh god, it's the evolved form of LGM. And we don't quite have the strength to one-shot it with Shadow Ball. Which I think just means that we haven't EV-trained Poke-Eater worth much of anything yet, which is fine. You know, I'm surprised it didn't happen, like, years ago when dabbing first became a big meme. That people didn't immediately cotton on to the power of doing something stupid like that. Stupid in sort of the affectionate way, but also, nonetheless, incredibly goofy. We should at least be able to survive long enough to fly. I mean, that might hurt, but... Oh, geez, yeah, never mind. Shit. That's significantly more painful than I thought. Oh, you're just being annoying now, aren't you? Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Wait, no. Sorry, that's something else. Of course, then again, we are talking about Lilligant here, so number of move types are not a lot in its arsenal. Send in Heat more. Yeah, we should be able to deal with that pretty easily. Again, should. Because who knows when the game will just be like, yeah, well, have some RNG or possibly a move that you were not expecting. Yeah, like that was fairly painful. Like, it might help to know where there's a doctor in the house, you know? Alright, well, there's our last surf, which that happens once in a while. And we're probably about to die from this, because, yeah. It can't just use Stealth Rock every time, but that's okay. We'll feed the EXP to, like, anyone else in the party who isn't fully leveled yet. Now remember what I was implying earlier, that this Victory Road is lengthy. Yeah, I mean, we'll revive Boat Eater even though we're out of surfs. We should still have a source of damage on her. Hey, a full restore. Nice. Can I fly from the outdoor parts of Victory Road? I hope so. Because then I can just go to a Pokemon Center and be like, hey, yeah, time to take a long walk back. Yes, I love seeing these things. This feels like the safer switch in. You can say aim before it suddenly pulls out Earthquake. Yeah, somehow it did not. Simisear. Again, Pochita is like our best bet for this because we have Scald on her, so she can cause some issues, that's for sure. And still no kill shot for us. Well, damn. You want to take over for this, Bismarck? I mean, the last Pokemon is definitely going to be a Simipour, so you'd have fair reason to stay in for that, Buster. Yeah, the only stat these Pokemon really have, realistically, is speed. Can this please just be a one-shot? Yeah, there we go. Thank you. Alright. Flight? Yes. Hooray! We were able to heal, and now we cannot fly back to Victory Road yet. Out in the trash can. Wow. Just hanging out in front of the vending machine. All right. Well, neat. I didn't know that was there. cool an Ultra Ball. That is probably not going to be super valuable, but we'll take it anyway. You know, as long as we're out here, I should have thought this through. Let's fly on down to New Vema Town and let's get ourselves that hidden power DM. Remember to go to the lab, not our house. Yay! So, now Lil gets a ground type move, I guess. Should check in with a couple of our other Pokemon. Yeah, we'll dump Sleep Powder. Even though all these moves are really good. Yeah, there's a couple of Pokemon I want to check, so we're gonna fly to Mistralton, and then we're going back to Victory Road. Boat Eater, what can you learn? Types move would be... Wow! What a great hidden power. Hitchback would learn a poison type hidden power. That's actually quite nice. That'll be a real surprise. Charge Beam? We don't need that shit! Oh, we can fly to Victory Road. I didn't even notice that until just now, that it was blue on the map. Cool. That's actually really, 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 really good. Right, now we know how to deal with these ants. It's the same way as usual. And it involves getting shit RNG most of the time, but this time, not so much. Dang it. Dang it, Bobby. Meanwhile, this thing is not worth the PP that it would cost to murder it, so we're going to ignore me and Fu. Later, nerd. There we go. I don't want to turn the bike off. I want to be able to move around quicker. Yeah, Durant, by the way, is a surprisingly good Pokemon. Like, it's got really good stats. It's a Bug Steel. You'd think, oh, it's just some random Pokemon that doesn't evolve from anything. It's probably not that impressive. No, it's actually quite usable. And this is just out to the little viewing station here. Yeah. Oops. Hey, look, a Pokemon there's no point in me killing. Oh, I can't get away from... Oh, I gotta keep doing the run RNG for a minute, I guess. Could you let me go, please? There we go. If I actually took damage in that fight, I would Shadow Ball it, but... No. And then I get to see, like, oh, you got 599 experience points. And I would just be like, why did I fucking bother? Because realistically, that would be a fair question in that case. Why would I have bothered? Well, again, at least the ants are quite valuable. Scrafty, now that is a real Pokemon that could cause me some real trouble, actually. But let's see what kind of damage it'll do. Because it would probably live through this. Yeah, I mean, it's at half health. And started off by just scary facing us. Yeah, see, that's quite worrisome. But it didn't get a kill, so who cares? Oh, I care now because I didn't land a kill either. Alright. Well. We're probably going to be facing Dark-type damage here because, yeah. Yeah, of course he's just going to keep doing the same thing. He's not going to suddenly switch to a fighting move. I'd be annoyed about that, but the AI isn't smart enough to predict switches quite like that. Tragically, Hidden Power doesn't show us what type it is when we click on it on the menu. That was an update that would come probably like never, I would assume. Mienfoo. I don't remember if Mienfoo gets any like real not fighting moves. But we'll deal with it using this thing. Because it's very, very rare that this is a... God, it's pretty slow if it's not able to outspeed Golurk. I thought Mienfoo was actually, like, fast. I know Mienshao is decently fast, but... its unevolved form apparently is complete garbage. Right, Conkeldurr. This might stand up to a fly. Because Conkeldurr is kind of chunky. Kind of a chonker. But... we're gonna do this anyway. Yeah, no, this thing's toast. Provided we don't miss fly this time, which can happen. Wow, it lived through that? Really? That's some damage variance for you, folks. Jesus. Well, I guess it did bulk up once. But once! That seems like quite a swing in the other direction for it being once. You know? Sheesh. Well, I found our doctor, so we basically don't have to leave this location at all anymore. And in fact, that means I can be so extravagant as to actually Shadow Ball this thing. And then we can see how worthless it is. Yeah, 597. I was pretty close to what I said before. I literally think the Mienfoo was worth more experience. Aw, you jerk. 25% chance. Oh well. I guess now we just roast its ass. Oh, I can't get the item from here. I have to go all the way around. Not even fully evolved yet, dude, huh? Well, I guess Gothitelle is level 50, right? Because, again, the level requirements for anything to evolve in this game are way too damn high. Vanny, we can absolutely annihilate that with a fire-type move. Yep, easily dispatched. And not quite a level, but very close. Well, good luck with that, dude, but also thanks. Oh, it's using dig. Alright. I can just dodge that. Level 42, by the way. We're getting a pretty good one here. Yeah, real funny, dude. How about that lightning bolt? Oh, see, now it's spamming the crunches, now that I've switched out, which is good. Is that why my goofy ghost jellyfish doesn't get annihilated? Yeah, hell with it. Back in the field. Alright, well, time to just run away from no EXP Mackenzie there. As we slowly circle around to this hidden item. And more importantly, push the rock. Get him. Nice. Almost to that next level. I'd say it's close enough that a Woobat could probably do it, but I don't trust that to be the case. Woobat would absolutely be like a big lol no moment in terms of that sort of thing. Just, oh, you thought you were going to get in the level here. Well, enjoy being at one more EXP until the next level. Even if I was at exactly 1 EXP, that would happen, I'm pretty sure. Nice, level 50. All right, so time for somebody to go in the back of the party. Megaduce, you're up. You are the lowest level of the team, which is unfortunate, but we're working on it. A revive. Not super important because we're right next to the doctor, but okay. It's there, all right. Oh wow, it didn't even break it sturdy. Well, by that I mean I didn't even hit whatever. You know what I'm saying. I didn't do its whole HP and damage, which is kind of a surprise. Definitely means somebody needs more EXP. We're gonna wait before we start doing anything to do with that because I want to see what else is around. Okay, this has got to be like right by the exit, but on the wrong side of it. And see, that ultimately paid dividends. We got that full heal. Ah, yes, good old low rolls on magnitude. Classic. Unfortunately, I don't remember what level Goler can get Earthquake at, but I'm pretty sure it does, so. Level 50, alright. Gotcha. That makes total sense, actually. Hey, this guy's got a clang. It's not even fully evolved. Very funny, dude. As we roll magnitude 5. Perfect. You know, that would make it lighter for me to be able to hit it with Heat Crash or something if I had it, but I don't. Instead, I have Heavy Slam, which is not as good. About to send Darmanitan. Alright, can we roll like a little bit better than magnitude 5 or something, please? Ow! That fucking hurt. Absolutely disgusting. Palchita, you can just soak this thing to death, so do your bit here. Nice. Let's send in Seismitoad, and Seismitoad is best taken out with a grass move, but Lilo is already at level 50, so Bismarck, you go ahead and bite this thing's face off a bunch. Oh, that's gross. It's got Poison Touch and Drain Punch. That's incredibly unfriendly, my dude. Damn, that Flare Blitz, though, that was sickening. Fuck it, we'll go back and heal first. Now, hopefully this thing won't kill me, just because that would be slightly irritating. Hey, all it did was Stealth Rocks, nice. Flash Bulb and get ourselves on out of here. Because we'll take the tiny amount of EXP that everything's giving me without the Lucky Egg. It's a good thing they give you that Lucky Egg for free, because otherwise, ugh. Just ugh. Now, I'm pretty sure if we drop off to the left here, we end up on the same bridge as if we dropped off to the right. That's odd. Found a calcium. I'm gonna take a look and see if there's anything over on that left side before we go any further here. Now, in theory, Magnitude has a greater average damage than the other one. So we'll use that to start with, and then we'll go right back to not fucking trusting it. Oh yeah, that's right. Steel resists ghosts in this generation. Duh. Yeah, so this isn't necessarily a great place for us to level up Golurk, but just let me get out of the cave, man. I want to go see if there's anything over there. Now, unfortunately, also Golurk is slow as butts, so I'm pretty sure that we're not going to be able to escape from this thing. Not even this garbage Pokemon. So let's go for a Shadow Punch, and okay, at least we fainted it. I would have been upset if we didn't. Like, very upset, because, yeah. We should at least be able to do that at this point. Okay, that's another cliff for us to drop off of. I'm going to wait to flesh out all of Victory Road until we finish it. Because once we get to the League, then we can just fly back there after we take a weird turn. And just keep doing that in order to backtrack better. Yay! Fly away. Side here. Ah, yeah, another branch. This one? This leads us somewhere that we've been before. Yeah. Alright, so do we have to go that way? Yeah, I guess we're gonna have to do some funny business here to see what we can do. Yep, that led us basically nowhere of consequence because I'm pretty sure there's literally nothing else on this side. Oh, just let me run away from this. Don't be so annoying, game. Maria's voice actress. Was that the picture of her in the body bag when she's sitting there for the interview? Because I remember seeing that, and that was very funny to me. Yeah. Like, everybody who's doing stuff to do with the Sonic movies just genuinely has their shit together for everything. And I think that's fantastic. Oh, maybe, but Sonic is still kind of a series that just keeps on giving, so... Listen. Or don't. Now I don't remember where I gotta go. Just cross the path. Yeah, then I get into an encounter with something that's worth nothing that's probably gonna be a pain in the ass to run away from. Of course. Yep. Alright, come on. No, I was hoping for it to do another high jump kick. Come on! Damn. It would have been very funny if it just died while I was trying to run. Heal me up, Doc. And then... Well, thankfully I have a large amount of, like, Shadow Fists and stuff, so I can actually kind of spend some PP on some of these fights and not feel bad about it. I mean, I can feel bad about getting flinched. That's usually the thing, but... You know. Go up there. This is our usual outlets. Mienfoo can't hurt us, really, so... Just spamming magnitude will probably be fine. Again, scarcely worth the effort because that EXP drop, but also, I mean, it's free. So why not? $1,000 for each card in your hand. Yeah. Oh, right. I don't remember what that is, so... Yeah. Wow, did we just roll magnitude 4 there? Good times. There's nothing over here. So we gotta go to the other door. Oh, right. Yeah, so we do have to go this path. I tell you, this place is confusing. That would be quite something. Sheesh. How many flinches is this one thing going to land on me? Shit. What a huge problem of a creature that was. Just the sheer bad luck. Man, oh man, that was not great. Alright, I guess we're gonna give Bismarck the lucky egg and see what we can do from there. Oh, you can see Gigalith somewhere in the game. That's neat. Neat. Unfortunately, the amount of damage that we're taking from like everything here is not super great. I need to go back to that healer, but I don't know a good fast way to do that other than, I guess, just go to the top and then at that point just... In that case, you just fucking leave, really. This will put us, yeah, this puts us right at the peak. So first thing we do, before we go back to dealing with that, we go on to the Pokemon League here. Yeah, somehow I didn't get completely fucked into eating a million status effects. Yeah, I know, I gotta fight all four of the Elite Four back to back. Let's go ahead and rest up. I love the vibes of this version of the Pokemon League. Like, I know for a fact I've mentioned at some point about the outright hostility that a lot of the early gym leaders and just the world of Pokemon tend to show the player. Also, we're buying a singular Quick Ball for reasons that will become apparent eventually. But like, this actually feels like a place that's like a final boss that's not like, hey, here's a government-sponsored sporting event to help children grow. Instead, it's like, you are fucking with things beyond your level. Kind of a place. This is like it's like the Great Palace in Zelda 2 a little bit. Plus, on top of that, it's perched on top of a gigantic mountain. TM93 Wild Charge. That is possibly very, very useful. Like I said, we can fly back to the Pokemon League easily, so that's going to be a huge help for us in terms of plundering the rest of this treasure. Mark, hello. How are you? Alright, now where the hell am I compared to... Okay, yeah, so... That's sort of a reset. Do I look like I know where anything is here? Do I look like I know what a JPEG is? Alright, alright, good luck with that. What am I doing? I keep pressing circle too many times. That's what I'm doing. Or the Y button? Yeah, it's the Y button on the actual DS. However, as we are probably well aware by this point, Magnitude 7, and it's not quite enough for a one-shot. I can't lie, I keep hoping for these things to use high jump kick. Just oops. Oh, speaking of oops. I did also forget to give the lucky egg. I don't need to investigate things where there's no ping. Why am I doing that? I actually have an item finder in this game that's pretty good as compared to most of the earlier ones. Huh, there's just a pebble hanging out in front of... Well, I don't remember what that is, so... It's just... Back to the top for us. Okay, yeah, I wasn't completely certain of how to get that, and it's just for a nugget. That's not exactly the highest value thing that we've ever gotten, but we'll take it anyway. At the very least, we can outspeed Boldors, so that's good. 48. Excellent. I guess we're turning that off for a second. I just want to look at something. Oh. I didn't buy the Blizzard TM. I guess we're going to be doing that before we go face the Elite Four. What is that pointing at? Huh. That's odd. Yeah, Gen 5 is when they added reusable TMs. Only for them to remove them later for reasons that are a little silly. This is what I get for saying earlier, by the way, that the item finder is, like, usable in this game. Because now it's just confusing me. Leading me off on a wild goose chase. Probably not that much of a wild goose chase, really. Yeah, exactly, because someone was like, hey, we need to do something a little bit different with consistently one of the most popular franchises of all time. Okay, I see what's going on with the item finder here. Oh, it's gonna be really good when I have consistent damage again with my ground type move once I learn Earthquake at level 50. I do have a rare candy, so I could probably just use that once I hit 49. Speed doing that, I guess. Cities, I should have it. Oh yeah, it's great. There's just a lot of nice little touches they added to these games. Like, there's definitely some parts of some of the design of Black and White that are not perfect, I'll go ahead and say it, but overall, this is definitely one of the best Pokemon games. And there's just a lot of really fun stuff to it. And hey, we got a Dragon Claw TM, which I'm gonna just take a guess here. Nobody on my team can learn this. Oh, never mind. I spoke too soon. And it's gonna have to wait like 2 minutes until I get out of here. Because now we should have everything from Victory Road. And I just need to start going on my little fly around the region to round out some move pools here. Double check that I have that. Just a second. No. I just haven't done the rest of Wellspring Cave yet. Oops. Because I forgot about it. Stop messing that up eventually, I swear. Up 49. I'm gonna save that rare candy, I think. May change my mind in like 2 minutes, though. Who knows? But for now, I'm gonna do a quick double check that Wellspring Cave does not require strength. Okay, yeah, so there's no need for strength there. So the first thing we do, however, is we go to Mistralton City, and we're going to dump that. We don't need strength anymore. For now. We inevitably will later. I believe that it's necessary to complete some of the post-game areas entirely. But we can do that. However, before we teach it Dragon Claw, we are going to need Flash in the basement of Wellspring Cave. So I guess we may as well do that. Also, I think that just said that Embor can't learn Flash, which is kind of a surprise. Being a fire type starter, that's fairly unusual. What are these trainers at? I'm curious. Oh, they're quite a bit lower than what we're at, but that's fine. Dowsing machine, bicycle. Stop that. You, not the game. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna need Surf to get at that, right? Yes, get me into a fight with a level like 6 Basculin or something. Oh, I'm sorry, level 12. I didn't mean to oversell it. Found a zinc. That's right, Jimmy. Zinc! Oh, there's still more hidden items here. There we go, a balm mushroom. That is worth a fair amount of money, but we have to sell it to a specific person, I believe. Hey dude, do you have anything to say? Gave us a big pearl. Well, we are accumulating a pretty good amount of cash items here. Actually, which is nice because we're right at the Pokemon League and we're probably going to want to grab a few more revives and some... what are they called? Full restores, right. One of the easier item names to remember, and I didn't. I simply wish that I could buy PP restoratives, but I will just have to deal without those. But otherwise, I mean, it's an Elite Four. Things do tend to get a little bit feast or famine at that sort of point. You go for those one hits, or you get one hit in return, quite often. I'll take a full heal. There's a hidden item in that patch of dirt, I guess. And it's PP up. Nice. Yeah, you know, can't complain about free full heals. That's an extra 600 bucks that we didn't have that we can spend on like less than a tenth of a Blizzard TM. Of the Blizzard TM, I suppose. Because we're going to want that later on. Not so much for the Elite Four, because I don't believe Ice-type moves are of great value against this particular Elite Four. But there is somebody who it would be really nice to have a way to blow up one of his Pokemon. And that would likely do it if we hit, which 70% accuracy, I mean, it is at least worth trying. You know, we're not completely in XCOM accuracy zone. 4,000. You know, I think actually the encounters here, even though they're worth like 0 experience, I mean, how many PP are we going to need in this cave? There's like 10 trainer Pokemon total at most here. At the very least, I'll fight the things that don't have sturdy to get my like 30 experience. Yeah, never mind. We'll just run from those. We got an escape rope. Hooray! We can get out of here nice and quickly when we're done. Alright, so now that we're in here, we hit Flash, and I'm so glad that's not an HM anymore. And that's all I've got to say on the matter. Also, I find it very odd that the Pokemon here in the basement of Wellspring Cave are still, like, level 10. Even though we need Cirque to get here. Then again, I guess that's not completely unusual in a lot of cave areas, but also, I don't know. It has been a minute since I've played Gold and Silver, so I don't remember what things are like in, say, the basement of Union Cave. Except that there's a Lapras there every Friday. Well, that's what we came here for, is TM47 low sweep. But I may as well plumb the rest of the cave while I'm in the area. Let me see if I can scrounge up a map real quick just to see where we're at. Where we gotta go for everything. Okay. I've got you now. Game. Kinda. Oh, I thought this guy was all the way over there. Alright, now for some trainers whose Pokemon are worth, like, possibly in the triple digits of EXP, as opposed to the wild stuff that we find around here, because these guys are carrying roughly level 34 Pokemon. Which is definitely going to be worth more than level 10. Here comes Throw. Should probably be using Fly more often just because we can put that to use. And this Throw might be a little tough to take down because of all that bulk up spam. Which is making me wonder if it has moves that can hit us even. I'd be rather amused if it did not. Yeah, all it did was bulk up 5 times, so, oh, I'm pretty sure that's not a kill. Yeah, just barely. Yep, just use 6 bulk up. I don't think that this Throw has any actual moves it can use on us, because we're a ghost. Sock. Do we have anything of would be better to use against Sock? Not really. Just stay in the course here. And hey, look, it's going to keep doing the same thing because it also has no moves that it can use on a ghost. Yeah, we'll let it bulk up 2 more times to take Fly. I mean, if it took that much damage, it's not going to survive a second one of these. Oh. It will if I don't hit. You know what always hits, though? Is Shadow Punch. Girder. I don't feel like Girder has a whole lot that can hit us, but also it probably shouldn't tank a fly. Oh, it does have Rock Slide. Oh, well, we can also just whiff. Good to see that the mech is flying blind here. Just take off the double eye patches, buddy. It doesn't make you a double pirate or something. Okay, yeah, after that many bulk ups, it probably should survive that. And rather handily, but also, yeah, this might hurt. Never mind. I expected more out of you, Girder. I don't know why, but I did. We're really just encountering the most boring possible trainers here because of who we're leading these fights with. Wow! Okay! These failures to land this move, are getting a little bit ridiculous. Who replaced this Pokemon's ability with Hustle when I wasn't looking? In fact, even that wouldn't quite cover the level of just absolutely no success I've been having. Yeah, you keep wasting those karate chops, buddy. I'm sure you're not gonna feel silly at any point. As we end up with that Pokemon literally not being able to do anything. Hey, we learned Earthquake. Yes, 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 yes. Goodbye, Magnitude. You existed. So meanwhile, I'm gonna make sure I don't actually have... Yeah, I don't have the Brick Break TM. I don't remember where you get that. That might be winter locked. Until I play through one of these games again and end up with a Diglett or something in my party. Then, inevitably, there will probably be some Magnitude for, like, however long until I get an actual move. We'll put Low Sweep instead of Heavy Slam, because Steel is not the greatest attacking type in this generation. That would be a little while. Take away the Lucky Egg. And give it over to a new Pokemon. And of course, the completely useless wild encounters. I probably should put up a repel, because realistically, I'm not going to fight any of these random Pokemon. I'll take the trainer fights, though. Those are worth something. Oh, right, Thunderbolt is not at the front of our... To rearrange my moves, I'd have to go into the Pokemon menu. Yep, that's throw for you. Hardy as ever. Quite a tough Pokemon to take down. Mostly because its HP stat is a lot. Bicycle, dowsing machine. Oh yeah, let me... Well, first actually I'm going to go in here. And I'm going to switch these. And then I've got a max repel, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I'll use a max repel. I don't think this is the game where they added in the prompt to just reuse a max repel, or regular repel even. Any kind of repel. I think that was a Gen 6 thing. If I'm wrong, then we'll find out. But I know I used a repel earlier in this game, and I'm pretty sure it did not have the immediate reuse prompt. Hey, Mystic Water, that's interesting. A neat find. That's just a path back. Max Elixir. Again, we've been wanting some more of those, so I'm very happy about that. And lastly, TM52, Focus Blast. That's fine, we're almost out of here. So that is that place done. So now that we're out, I'm pretty sure we could have taught Dragon Claw while we were in the cave and gotten away with it, and it wouldn't have been a problem whatsoever. But I'm waiting until we come out anyway, just to be sure. Because we would have been getting rid of Flash for that anyway, is why I'm saying it that way. I'm just most of an idiot, not a complete... Well, actually, I don't know about that. Alright, Icera City is where we go to get our Blizzard TM. Yep, 70 grand. It's quite costly, but I swear it will be useful. Probably. Now we go in here. Yeah, you can't buy that. Buy the other stuff. Keep the escape ropes. I might actually use those at some point. I usually don't, but... Oh no, don't sell the moonstones. You might want those later. You know something? There's definitely some stuff in here that we can sell. Like, I can sell the Deep Sea Tooth. I mean, technically it does have a use, but No, it doesn't. Come on. Be real here. And the same goes for the Dragon Scale. And the Dubious Disc. Because remember, we don't trade with this, so yeah. Yeah, absolutely. On this extremely legitimate copy, my trading ability is broken for some reason. You can also dump that ring target because, yeah, okay, sure. Sure, Jan. Ring target, yeah, all right. I gotta remember to take the mushroom to that guy in the RV. I feel like just dumping all the... Yeah, you know what, Chief? You can have the stat medicines. Because I'm pretty sure everybody's EVs are maxed out right now anyway, so... We're going with what we've got. And that includes the wings, which are worth 1,500 apiece. That's actually a fairly princely sum. We'll keep the PP ups. Even though those are absolutely the sort of thing that's like, oh, that's hitting the too precious to use category, but I will forget to use them anyway. Wait. Is that what I wanted to say? It's close enough, actually. Alright, now we fly on down to the Pokemon Center, or Pokemon League. Pokemon Center, yeah, okay. Okay, yeah, like we didn't just leave one, right? And we go over to the medicine cellar. We're gonna grab ourselves a fair chunk of these. Let's get to 34 restores. This is so much more than we could possibly need, but I'm doing it anyway. Revives. We're going up to 30 of those also. Full heal. Go to 40. Because full heals are nice and cheap. And lastly, I'm going to check my party's max HP right now. I don't think anybody breaks 200. Yeah. So there is no reason for me to buy max potions at this point when hyper potions are literally right there. They're just better value. And that should be more than enough. Let's rest up. And now it's time, folks. It's time for the Pokemon League Challenge. Let's go, everybody. Alright, now that we're inside, we'll go ahead and save. Which is, like, the best place to do it, right? Listen, if my emulator has an issue like that one time with the saving... Okay, I'm actually fine leading off with Bismarck here because... Electros has crunch and pretty good attack power. So, I should be in fine shape to be able to deal with the ghosts. Oh, she's pretty great. I do actually like her quite a bit. Also, yeah, the locations aren't quite as animated as they would be in Black 2, White 2, if I recall correctly. She's leading off with Cough Egregious. Maybe. So we actually don't want to crunch this thing. We're going to shoot some thunderbolts at it instead. Flash cannon might actually be preferred to try to get a debuff. On the other hand, T-Bolt is just better damage. Yeah, see, I don't think this Pokemon has anything that... Well, pardon me, I don't think Chantal whatsoever has anything that does ground-type damage. So I may not actually need to do what I'm doing here, but I'm just trying to be safe about this. And speaking of safety, yeah, this is why we bought crap tons of all this stuff. So now she's probably gonna full restore? Yeah. Now, of course, we don't have a dark type in our party, so this is actually kind of a sucky Pokemon for us to fight because our others are ghost types and, you know, the mutual disadvantage associated with the ghost type. Can I please land a special defense down? That would be very helpful. Ouch! That Shadow Ball, though. We didn't get hit by a debuff, did we? I didn't see it. And usually I would at least hear the noise, so maybe we just took a really nasty roll there. Yeah, it wasn't great. Okay. Good times. Well, let's send this fella in. Our hidden power is poison type, by the way. Took me a second to remember that. Gear Grind it's fine if we end up getting hit by Mummy because our ability on Kling Klang is useless anyway. Like, legitimately, its ability choices are not good. I guess it's because it's playing to a gimmick, but also... It's like, hey, yeah, you get plus or minus... Clear Body is okay, that's its hidden ability, but... You know, that's sort of a forced groaning okay. And not like a, oh yeah, that's actually really nice. It's like, come on, Buster, at least you could have Motor Drive or something as an option. I feel like at this point that you don't need both plus and minus as options on the same Pokemon. At least on some level. Hey, level 50, alright. Time to switch out. Yeah, oh god, are we switching out against Chandelure? That is not a nice thing to see. And in fact, in this case, it's a good thing that Emboar has Scald, because that's probably our best choice defensively. Oh god, it has Psychic also. Ugh. Lil has ground type hidden power. So at least she'd have some, like, speed, which is the thing that's lacking in our party. Oh, for real? Okay, sure. Just call the switch, alright. Fuck. Yeah, I knew it could learn Psychic. I wasn't banking on her having it. The AI is actually giving me a bit of an issue here. Just don't kill me with Shadow Ball. Which is a real risk because, yeah, even with being a special sponge, we're not enough of one to make it necessarily a bad, yeah. Alright, well, that's fun. About to send in your own Jellicent. Okay, we're going to use ours as a sacrifice to go for a revive. And we're using a standard revive here despite our max revives because we can just heal off of it. Again, unless this thing pulls out Ice Beam somehow faster than us, which I'll be very, very upset about, because on top of that, we can't get Ice Beam. I had to go buy shitty-ass fucking Blizzard instead. Oh, that's mildly irritating. Only mildly, though, because... oh. Perhaps more irritating than I had expected. Again, we'll do this. I have a feeling we're not going to get a one-shot with Scald. But we're going for it anyway. Yeah, see, that's fine. We landed a burn, and we did some very good damage. In fact, so much so that I am absolutely kidding you. I'm not doing that. Pinchbeck is probably our least useful Pokemon in this fight. Period. I'm surprised I got any mileage out of it, really. You know, I don't think Kling Clang is gonna ever go down in history as anybody who's like, oh yeah, that's my all-star in all my playthroughs, so that probably is a surprising thing to say. That was tough, but a large part of it had to do with my not remembering the order of her party, and also my being a stubborn person. And also just, like, having this many ghosts in my party, providing a significant weakness. I actually thought that Cough Egregious was at the back of her party, which tells you how good my memory is. Answer, not enough, that's for sure. In fact, I don't even remember what one of the Elite Four, what types one of the Elite Four has. I know one of them has Psychic. Oh, yeah, it's Grimsley, right? And he has Dark types, doesn't he? How much damage is your arm thrust per hit? 15. I think we're going to be replacing that with Low Sweep right about now. Alright, Birdhead Man. Let's do this. Opening with Scrafty. And this is the gen where it was at the height of its frustrating typing. Of course, if this was any generation where fairy type existed, I would have a move for it because they basically hand those out like... They hand out TMs for fairy type basically like candy in the last few games. Or at the very least, they give them to you very easily. So maybe saying handing them out like candy is a bit of a stretch, but you definitely will not go without, as a rule. Hooray, we gained a level. Boy, I wish that would get rid of that accuracy debuff, but oh well. Crocodile. Now, Crocodile is a ground type, so we're going to exploit that instead, just to shake off that sand attack. The candy, yeah, exactly. Like candy that isn't rare. Send in Bisharp. So, Bisharp. This is probably the generation where Bisharp is the least impressive. Which isn't saying a lot, but also... It's still a pretty good Pokemon. However, it's Dark Steel type. So when somebody brings it out in-game, you can exploit that by making it die horribly. And his last Pokemon is Liepard, because there's just a lot of those in this region. Why does Kingambit have such a huge ass? Because it sits around on its hair chair thing. I don't know. They needed a good reason for it to have a chair, I guess. Actually, Bisharp has some fairly sizable thighs, too. I don't know. You're asking the... I'd say you're asking the wrong person, but you're probably not. It's just that I don't have a good answer for you. And, of course, we take a small HP tax. Yeah, even after that Aerial Ace, that's still a small HP tax. It's just Liepard. It's a Pokemon with a moveset, alright, but it doesn't really have the stats to back it up. And good night, Ed Grimsley, or whatever your name is. It is Grimsley, I'm gonna go and heal up now, and... Yeah, we took almost no damage from that fight. You can see how much easier he is, but also, again... Part of that was me being a scrub in the other fight. So, next, if I recall, is going to be Caitlyn, who is getting a reprise from being in Gen 4, so that way people might actually like her. Oh, sorry, I'm being mean about Gen 4 again. She does have a fancy bed, though, I mean... I would just sleep constantly if this was a thing. I don't know what her fight is like off the top of my head, because, again, it's been a minute since I've been here. Starting with Reuniclus. Actually, apparently this Pokemon's name is pronounced in a really silly way in the official sources. I believe I heard that it's pronounced Reuniclus, which is just Just no. Whoever came up with that, no. You are fucking wrong. I don't want to be the person who's that often like, hey, yeah, the people who officially created this are wrong about the thing they created, but in that case, just no, absolutely not. It is not pronounced Reuniclus. It's pronounced... Whatever, this thing should probably actually take a hit, believe it or not. No, it didn't. I expected more out of this. However, I did expect this thing to be significantly slower than us because it's Musharna. Musharna is not exactly a fast Pokemon by any stretch of any definition of the term fast. Unless you mean so slow that its speed underflows, which, as far as I'm aware, has yet to be a real thing in the Pokemon franchise, even as a glitch. We're not counting Trick Room. That's not quite how that works, although that would be very funny. Level 49, heck yeah! And she's gonna send in Gothitelle as her last Pokemon. Well, it does exist before the post-game and outside of the player raising them themselves. Oh no, she's discovered my secret weapon! My experience booster! Oh noes! That's gonna hurt, actually. Ooh, yeah, especially with the crit. Oh, disgusting. Now I think Megaduce might be our best option to exploit this because she used a Calm Mind, so her Spadif is boosted a little bit. Oh yeah, that's not gonna be super nice. But we managed to take it. We can't even, like, heal out of those, though, now. Aw, oh, come on! Yeah, that is our best damage option right now. Can I at least land the crit? Please. No, but I can do a shit ton of damage. That's quite good. Right, switch. No sudden pursuit shenanigans, thankfully. I would have been sad. Oh, I see. Did you predict that, but you're forgetting that this isn't Gen 6 forward Seal type effectiveness? Damn it! Painful. However, not by so much that I shouldn't be able to full restore past this. Now we'll get rid of our paralysis. And we'll take a decent chunk of damage from that. Ah! 2 in a row, alright. 2 HP. Don't care, we're going for it. I told you this is nobody's favorite Pokemon. Well, that's fine. I know she's got another full restore. So at the very least, we can start doing some of this. And by this, I mean, we lead off with a low sweep to slow her down. The chip damage is alright. We're free of the defense debuff. Special defense debuff, rather. Oh, damn it. I got nothing really to say about that, except that that sucks. Unfortunately, we don't have sleep powder anymore. Otherwise, that would be of great use to us. But I think Lilo will still be able to cause some trouble if I boost for a couple turns here. I'm feeling confident about a Giga Drain here in terms of being able to recover. Oh yeah, this one's in the bag now, as long as we don't die from this. Yeah, we're cutting it close, but... Wow, as Lilligant is becoming our highest level Pokemon by surprising amounts. Mostly just by virtue of all of that healing and being incredibly annoying that I can do with this one Pokemon. Oh yeah, I forgot about Big Root, didn't I? That would be a smart thing to use. I probably forgot that I picked it up, because it was in some odd place. And I'm not used to a lot of that stuff just being freely available. Well, I can fix that in a second. So overall, Caitlyn was not a terrible fight. But boy, did we get some garbage RNG in that fight. Ugh. As I was just sitting there, oh yeah, let me just miss Gear Grind for the 8th time or something. It was only 2, but still, it didn't feel good, that's for sure. Now for the last one. I know who the last one is, and he is the fighting type gym leader. Clearly, I just wanted to indicate that that's what we were doing, but oops. And in fact, just to help us equalize our team a little bit, I'm going to hand the EXP share off to our starter. The last trainer here is Marshall, and he is the fighting type expert. Which means that a ghost who uses Fly is probably going to be quite good. Until that just whiffs constantly, and I sit there like, well, this fight existed. You forgot this guy existed. Yeah, you know what? That's fair. Fighting type Elite Four members. They exist. Yeah, and then this dude is just this guy with gigantic pants. And that's about all I can say about him. Ooh, payback. Yeah, that could be kind of gross. Another Bruno. Yeah, pretty much. That's a not incorrect way to look at it. Oh yeah, payback is a speed check, huh? I thought it was just low priority. It's not. Hey, level 50 already. Head smash. I don't think I will, but I appreciate what you're laying down there, game. Let's send in Sawk. Okay, so if we want to deal with Sawk, I think our best bet is really just going to be to chip this fella first. That's a real good Stone Edge there you've got, buddy. Yeah, let's break sturdy and still get outsped even after the debuff. However, just as before, I'm expecting that Stone Edge is the only thing that Sawk can actually do to hit me. Let's send in Conkeldurr. Now, admittedly, I feel I should expect Conkeldurr to outspeed. Even though it's also slower than fuck. Well, it did outspeed, but it missed, so whatever. Fairly sturdy Pokemon, if I recall correctly, but... Oh, we did it. Oh, yes. And his last Pokemon is Mienshao. I'm gonna heal, just to be on the safe side. I'm highly expecting that this Pokemon has one move at most that can hit us, and it's Rock Slide. That actually is significantly worse than Stone Edge, because Stone Edge just chips us, Rock Slide chips us and can flinch us, which is annoying. Yeah, Mienshao is a pretty good design. I like the look of it. I just wish that you got it before level 50, but, you know, we've been over that as being probably one of the more disappointing aspects of this generation. Is the high level requirements for the evolutions. They did sort of go a little bit OTT on that. And down goes Marshall by a wide margin. One of the easiest of the Elite Four. Then again, fighting type based Elite Four trainers tend to not be very impressive anyway. But also, like, wow, we just absolutely dusted this guy. And I'm not sure if it's because of Fly necessarily being that powerful, even on Golurk, which Golurk is definitely one of those Pokemon that could be better, but I still like it a lot. It's a really cool design. Now on we go to the champion's room, except I'm not healing because, spoiler alert, we don't fight the champion right away. That's in the post-game. Because this game was doing something way, way different. I don't know, buddy. What are you gonna... again, what will you do about it is my question, but... You know, some of this stuff is a little bit weird. You beat the champion, so I guess technically that's like, hey, I defeated your resident ruler. Kind of impressed that I'm slightly cutting ahead here, but kind of impressed they managed to sneak this all under the Pokemon League mountain with nobody noticing. Also, those stairways are coming out pretty fast. I don't know that that seems like such a good idea, but... You know. It's cardboard. It's made out of the same special cardboard that they used in DK64 for King Cutout. Yeah, that really was its name, was King Cutout, was the cardboard K. Rool. Oh, I'm sure this will all go perfectly fine and there won't be any horrifying revelations at all. You got nothing else to say to me? Nor you? Wow, it's real dark over here. It's probably just because of the fact that it's nighttime. Oh boy, another gauntlet. Maybe I should have healed. Are you guys just like saying random famous quotes? Because a lot of these definitely feel like they're quite well known. Ah, shit, we're being bullied by philosophy students. Ugh. You'd think I would know how to handle this. And everybody knows to get away from the man with the cool hat. Meanwhile, none of the Striaton gym leaders could make it, but on the other hand, both of Opelucid's gym leaders could make it, so... And Bryson has nothing to say. Or maybe he's speaking to us in Morse code or something. I could be wrong. Now this is a big place, but there is nothing for us to find here. This is mostly extended set dressing for setting up the final battle. Well, final battle of the main game, you know, the thing before the credits. Yeah, there's lore, but there's no items for us to pick up, so we don't have to be worried about losing game completion for it. If there's lore that we miss, I will explain it badly. and probably forget most of it. Oh, you really are like the PETA analogs, aren't you? Oh, hey, we can heal at least. That's nice. That's very kind of them. These two who showed up in the opening cutscene. Antea and I don't remember what the other... We'll find out what the other one's name is in a second. Concordia, right. And yeah, there's a little bit of background that Getsis has been pulling some strings for quite a while, but I think we've already discussed that a little bit. But yeah, those two are like, they're unique designs, and they're almost characters, but not quite. It's a little strange. I don't even remember if they show up in Black and White 2. Yeah, they show up in the opening cutscene to put N's fancy hat on him or something. And then they don't show up any other time until here. Oh, is there something here that I've forgotten? Oh! Oh, I just didn't see it. Okay. Well, I was wrong about what I said earlier. There's a free max potion for us. Guess we don't need the item finder on then. And unfortunately, no, we can't surf across this to... Although, I mean, what if you could? There probably wouldn't be much map over there, actually, so... Alright, don't skip over any of the rooms. Should I approach this from the correct side? Yeah. We got a PC here, if we so desire. That's kind of fucked up, but I wonder how you guys even did it. It seems surprising that you guys didn't ever try to do anything like that before. Then again, maybe it's, you know, all planning and everything, but that seems like it could also be an effective distraction. I don't know. Yeah, buddy, you sound like you got roped into this a little bit. Max revive. Yeah. We're glad to get those, because we'll probably need them. I mean, how much are you gonna get done with a patch rat, dude? Hey, he gave us a free Ultra Ball. I thought that was further up, actually, so... No, I don't need to be warped out. But yes, I do remember that there was the free Ultra Ball, because... you do... need to catch something else still. I probably shouldn't be so coy since I've busted so many spoilers open already. Yeah, they're telling you, hey, that's where the plot is. As you get to see N's room. And the toy train's still running, so somebody has been putting this room to use fairly recently. Yeah, there is a vague, and by vague, I mean partially not revealed in game, if I recall correctly, musical theme to the names of everyone. Getsis has a name that refers to a chord, basically. That it was actually like G-sis originally. And then localization, well, I think localization wanted to avoid it sounding like Jesus, but I don't know. Or they just ended up localizing it as Getsis. But regardless of the point, yeah, it is supposed to have a musical meaning, and N's full name is Natural, his full first name. For some reason, his full name is Natural Harmonia, pardon me, Gropius. I don't know why he has an extra surname of Gropius or Gropius as it may be, or what that means offhand, aside from being odd. But yeah, you're supposed to sort of have a look at this, at N's room here, as all this childlike things in the toy box and everything, and that it's clearly been used recently to really help you spell out that N has kind of had his development severely effed with as a consequence of Getsis being just... I can't even tell jokes here. Getsis is just probably one of the worst fathers in all of video gaming. I mean, I don't think that's why their plans were thwarted. It's probably more because they were idiots, but they were kind of unsubtle. Although, again, also, guys, we do need to remember how many times was Getsis having effing rallies just out in the middle of cities, public demonstrations with Team Plasma banners. You guys don't have anything to say about drawing too much attention to yourself. Does Hojo count? Yeah, I think that that's a fair assessment. Let's be honest, there's a lot of bad dads in video games, and Getsis is pretty high up there. And so are some of the others. Well, then you guys probably shouldn't be stealing other people's Pokemon anyway as part of a build-up for that kind of thing. If you guys are saying that people who will, you know, if they're forced, they'll rebel, then stop stealing Pokemon. Focus only on the social engineering, you guys. All right, well, here we go. It's time to see this guy and get pushed back, I guess. Yeah, did he talk to the one anime girl who can heal? Because if he didn't, then he should at least be a little bit reduced in amount of PP he has for his moves. Let's go ahead and save. And get ready for some tough business. I probably could save further up, but I forget how cutscene-y this part is. Like if we're immediately thrust into the battle against Zekrom, not Zekrom, the other one. Reshiram, pardon me. Oh, buddy, I'll show you the strength of my Earthquake. That's what I'll show you, but that's neither here nor there. Buddy, have you seen how many healing items I'm toting? Don't start talking shit about can't win the fight. Because I'm pretty sure I can do just fine here. And also, you don't have the huevos to do what Getsis would do in Black 2, White 2. You're not going to just attack me with Zekrom. You don't have it. You do not have this, and I'm sorry. But what you do have is the ability to make us watch a cutscene, so credit where it's due, I guess. As Zekrom makes all the water evaporate. That would probably, yeah, okay. That should probably hurt us a little bit because of the, whatever that does, the conditions of things, but... Oh, Nebby's in our bed. Oh. Never mind, no, it's just the light stone. Reshiram's about to hatch from its rock egg. And take a look, and our version exclusive legendary is cooler. I mashed through that a little too hard. So let's see if we can do this without a reset. I did buy a singular quick ball for this occasion. And I mean, technically I could master ball this and just skip the whole everything. But where's the fun in that? The answer is that's what I'm going to do if I fail the quick ball. Yep. Ouch. Yeah, as you can see, Reshiram is quite strong. Dragon Breath is not a good move, and it did pretty good damage to us. Again, though, we failed the quick ball, and I failed to save, so we're just going to master ball it. And admittedly, we're not going for 100% Pokedex or anything in this run, even once we do the after credit stuff. Because we kind of can't. So, I'm not too chapped about doing that. Get in the ball, Nebby. And we don't nickname legendary Pokemon, so off to the box with you, Reshiram. I actually will not be bringing the legendary to bear here. And instead, we are going to fight him with our team. I wish they gave me a chance to save before the fight, but that's okay. Yeah, it absolutely is my fault. So as you can see, N has leveled his legendary up a little bit. So he's at a bit of an unfair advantage against you if you put your legendary at the front of the battle. And admittedly, I'm probably making things worse for myself by not doing it anyway, because Reshiram is quite good, and so is Zekrom. However, I know for a fact that I'm immune to his Fusion Bolt. So he could bust out some gross things, and Zekrom, I think Zekrom is more of a physical attacker anyway. So in using stuff like Zen Headbutt or Outrage or anything like that, Outrage is what I was really scared of. But for some reason, he's just like, Outrage, never heard of it. And yeah, that's a good point, but it's too late now. Vanillux is the next one up. And we have some options for dealing with that. But I'm going to go for the one that I think is probably lesser seen by a significant amount. Shoulda known. Ice Body. Oh, the healing on that is piss. I can chip enough with Thunderbolt. Well, yeah. Oversword. Don't forget about that. He is a boss in a Pokemon game. However, yeah, even with, well, okay. Light screen. Yeah, we should be good still, assuming that our gear grind rolls weren't like top. There we go. Get out of here with that. About to send in Kling Klang. Well, that's a place for you to be able to see it. However, as we well know at this point, Kling Klang has, like, no HP whatsoever, so... I mean, yeah, that is true. It could be Zoroark. So I'm gonna low sweep it. It's using Focus Blast. And is going faster than me. That doesn't tell me much, actually. That damage probably tells me that it's likely to be Zoroark. Yep. Good call. So, low sweep was actually the strat instead of flamethrower, but yeah, not an impressive thing anyway. Caracosta. Caracosta has Sturdy, doesn't it? Believe it or not, I shouldn't have gotten rid of Arm Thrust. Sturdy or Solid Rock? Yeah, I think Sturdy is the default and Solid Rock is a hidden. Which is slightly irritating, but... regardless, I mean, it's rock water. It's basically saying, hey, hit me with a grass move! I'll fold like... something that folds really easily. Ouch. Boo. The hail ran out like one turn too early. Shit. That's okay. Oh, what? Did I run you out of full restores already, N? Oh, see, now he's gonna send in Kling Klang. Yeah, this thing is gonna be easily gotten by whatever he's got. So this should be his last Pokemon, or it's the last one in his party anyway. Oh no, he's got one more that he hasn't switched in, probably because I'm gonna guess that it's terrible. This is gonna be a little close. Yeah, a little close. I'm surprised we didn't get the kill shot, but... you know, it is what it is. Yeah, his last Pokemon is Archeops. That would probably be a good reason to keep that out of the front of the fray, because... ugh. I don't want to see that, but... this should, at the very least... not be a hard Pokemon to take down. Oh, dang it. No one-hit kill. Well, whatever. And there we go. Our last party member up to level 50. I hit my Elite Four goal right before the last battle of the game. Yeah, see, I didn't even have to use the legendary Pokemon. I don't know, I think more than anything, the important point of the plot here is that Ghetsis is scum. Of course, we immediately see right now. And of course, he must really think his back is against the wall to come in here and start spewing this at me so I can know exactly what he's up to. Well, I think Ghetsis that maybe this should reflect upon you a little bit, but, you know, I don't want to be the person who judges and stuff like that, because I know absolutely nothing about children, like, in general, but... And does somebody want to punch him real quick so that way I can use that Blizzard TM? Or at the very least, put Bismarck up to the front of my party? For some Dragon Claw action? He leads with his ace, right? No, he leads with Cough Egregious. Well, that's good. I at least get to switch to deal with that. Alright, let's just harangue him a bunch with some Shadow Punches. Oh no, my hindering ability. I love the way that the music gets like this creepy and everything. It's super good. Right. Shadow Punch is still my more powerful option, I believe. Yeah, because that hits his weakness. Protect. Oh yeah, okay, buddy. You're real funny, aren't you? Right, well, now we're walking into his, well, first we're walking into the music shift there, but more importantly... into his full restore range is what I was trying to say. And you've got the just barely audible vocals there. Yeah, sampled speech was not exactly one of the strong suits of the DS, I will say. Can I land that Leech Seed? Shit. That's better. That's what we want out of this. Yeah, nice toxic, Knucklehead. I can just deal with that because I still have all these antidotes from way back in the beginning of the game. Whoop. Oh, no need to go in there. Instead, we just Giga Drain. It's perfectly fine. Mine's actually good. And now he's going to send out Hydreigon. This is the big Grossberg of this fight. One of the most infamous Pokemon out of any of the in-game trainers. For a start, for being 10 levels below when it's supposed to evolve. I mean, again, Dino finishes evolving at 64 because fuck you. And secondly, Dark Dragon is a fairly rough type to deal with. There's not a... It has a bunch of weaknesses, but it has no doubles, which is unfortunate because we're looking at the pseudo legend for the area, and a really strong one at that. And thirdly, it has a great moveset. And, like, just on top of that, just awesome base stats. This is a nasty fuck for sure. And you can bet that there's probably going to be some healing for me here. I'm trying to see if I can get him to use crappier moves. Or possibly whiff with focus garbage. Yeah, there's that too. That it has zero happiness. Does it actually have frustration as a move? I don't think it does. Because I'm pretty sure that it has both stabs, focus blast, and surf for its move pool. But yes, it has... If it had frustration, it would be doing as much damage with it as it could. But I mean, again, if you were anything, you would hate Ghetsis too. I mean, I'm pretty sure that even, like, random pebbles and stuff hate this guy. We're just gonna keep doing this. Dwebbles hate him. Yeah, exactly. Alright, so he's done 3 Focus Blasts so far. If I see Focus Blast number 5, then it's a free switch to Pinchbeck. Which may not be the ideal thing to fight this dude with, but I know that if I let him hit me with Focus Blast, it's gonna land, and my Pokemon is going to die hilariously, because A, Kling Klang has no HP just in general, and B, it's Focus Blast coming off of this thing, and super effective. So, yeah, I'm literally just going to do I'm going to indulge in the worst excesses, basically, of playing Pokemon games by just constantly potion dumping in order to PP stall this guy. Because it's very specifically this Pokemon. Oh god, he has Fire Blast too. He doesn't have a dark move. You son of a bitch. Yeah, you can probably see the weakness of that strategy. But if he's too stupid to use a dark move, I poison him. That's not gonna happen. I don't remember what the rest of his team is, so that's why I'm not just immediately like, okay, let me chuck a revive here. All right, are you? Well, that's fine. Because he's gonna die of poison now because he doesn't have another full restore. Either that or he's just like, I'm not gonna do it. I think he thinks he's smart and he's trying to mess with me, but here's the problem, I'm stupid. And speaking of which, he sent out Bouffalant, and I sent out a fighting type. I might get hurt for this, but I'm not going down without removing this thing's legs entirely. Yeah, it probably has Reckless as an ability, so that's gonna do catastrophic damage. But we'll take the free kill. Because how much of the game have I spent here just like, I'm just gonna heal through this. And Seismitoad is his next Pokemon. Very funny, I'm going to turn that thing into Toad Paste. That's true. I can switch back in to if he throws out something that's weak to fire and is slower than me. And just immediately end its entire existence. But somehow I don't know that that's what I have any reason to expect at this point. About to send in Electros. We've seen that Electros can be a slightly irritating Pokemon, but mine is significantly more so. Not my Electros, that's dead. Oh geez, that's not a move I was expecting that to have. Well, we survived the poison damage, that's for sure. And we died to that because we didn't do enough damage to it at all. Which surprises me because usually that thing is not exactly the world's most impressive tank. So I think our best bet here actually is just to throw out a max revive on something. What's his last Pokemon? I can hit him with Return now and, like, at least chip him. But I am worried that he has a real move on Electros. Because he does seem to just have, like, the most garbagey shit possible. I say this in, like, as respectful of a way as you can possibly say the most garbagey shit possible. Because, honestly... I'm gonna do this. It's probably not our best choice of Pokemon to revive. Oh yeah, he's got Flamethrower. Of course he does. Oh, I don't even think I could get that TM. At this point is a thing. 37, I think. No, it's 39. I'm dumb. Well, we'll find out in a second. Excuse me, yeah. Flamethrower was TM 35. Alright. Crunch for the chance of the debuff. Abundant Shrine. Yeah, that's not a location we have right now. Man, of course he did. But he's still leech seeded, so, you know, we'll take it. And this is where we full restore. Probably a little extravagant, but... eh. Yeah, we don't have access to the Flamethrower TM yet, so that's why I was like, oh, I can't get that. Because I'm pretty sure Electros can get Flamethrower, but it can't get Fire Blast. Which is quite unfortunate. I bought that Fire Blast TM for, like, nothing. Ouch. Yeah, crit and burn. Okay. That's more than is necessary, that's for sure. Alright, now don't kill me with burn damage so that way I can full restore next turn. About to send in Bisharp. Actually. I'll full restore on a different Pokemon. I probably could have just let Electros eat it there if I felt like it. But, yeah, Electros can't get Fire Blast. I don't feel confident in just going straight for the low sweep. So I'm not going to. I'm going to heal. I'm going to take the wuss way here. But again, we bought all of those healing items for a very good reason. Because I may actually need them. No, I'm doing this. I want him to know that his last Pokemon is shit against what I have, but I'd say make him feel bad, but he already feels bad. And had more money than he did. I didn't even pay attention to that, but that's actually hilarious. Unfortunately, it feels like they're sort of going with a different angle than just being like, hey, yeah, Getsus was a terrible father, which really is probably a better way to deal with the... whatever. We beat the game, but we're not the champions. There's a bunch of post-credit stuff to do. Yeah, the reason why you've never been able to understand any of that, and of course, is because all the Pokemon that you've ever gotten, basically, outside of random stuff that you've borrowed briefly for your parties from the local area, were hand-me-downs from Getsus. It's not your fault, but also... WoW Getsus is garbage, but of course, we all knew that already. Because I've pointed that out more than once, and you've seen the rest of the plot at this point. Oh, it just seems to be standing in the void. That's interesting. I don't think this dialogue changes depending on your choices. If it does, I'm actually kind of impressed for one of these games, because when Pokemon games have, like, dialogue branches in them, they are completely fake 99% of the time. They change, like, one line. Anyhow, that is the main game. In fact, that's not actually true, because we didn't beat the champion. But, that is the main plot, rather, of Pokemon Black version. I just really, really like how Getsus is absolutely terrible. That seems like a weird thing to say, but overall, pretty good writing. They were trying a few things that I don't necessarily know if they succeeded in some areas. But, again, by Pokemon standards, very good writing, good plots, definitely probably the most RPG-ish of the series. Alright, well, you have a nice day, or rest of your period of time here. You're going to sleep or something. Oh, no. Sleep, what's that? Anywho, yeah, it does the story thing pretty good, which is something that a lot of Pokemon games are quite bad at. And I think that a lot of them do still kind of, like, absolutely do not manage to stick the landing on some of the points that they're trying to make. This one still has a couple of issues here and there, because I think some things are a little bit underdeveloped. Like, it seems like they're kind of going with this idea of, like, the nature of the hero, and that being a thing that you can talk about, like, what is a hero? But it's not really that well developed as a theme, in my opinion. And again, the way that it ends up feeling is that it's like, oh, well, you defeated somebody who was trying to usurp the throne of... That's not exactly what... pardon me. More trying to overthrow the king of the region in some ways, that, like, Alder is sort of treated like a ruler more than anything, which is a potentially kind of an interesting spin on the Pokemon League a little bit, because to me it always seems like a government set up kind of sport thing. Especially once you get to Gen 8, where it's literally sports. But aside from all of that, I'm probably going to end up hitting the mute desktop audio for a second here, so that way we don't have to hear that while I ramble. Again, not everything is handled perfectly well, but most of it's done pretty good. And I think that this series in particular, once you become the series that is the biggest selling kids franchise of all time, you're kind of the ideal one to be like, hey, child abuse is bad, but it doesn't mean that you, if you have suffered abuse as a child, that there's anything wrong with you, kind of thing. And they do that in this game and in Sun and Moon, and, you know, on them for that. As I said, this is kind of the most saying that, it definitely has the most design elements that are like a typical sort of fantasy RPG. Again, hey, we saw the anime girls earlier that we saw in the castle that had no actual plot bearing whatsoever. That sequence there with the bridge and the changing scene, that does not seem like anything that I actually remember, but it could be for an event that I've just sort of forgotten about. Regardless, there are some gameplay stumbling blocks as we saw. Again, doing sort of a regional reset on the Pokédex is kind of a mixed bag because 150 is simply not enough, especially not now, entries to have a good array of Pokemon for every type. As we saw, I struggled with water types of all things because they decided to cut fishing until the post-game. And also, again, HMs are still a thing that exists. Perhaps they should not at this point. They have been trying to cut down on a lot of their importance. You know, we didn't use cut past, like, the first badge, basically. I don't think there's anything else for us to cut in the entire game. So they did some tweaks with them to make them a little bit better, but it's still not perfect. Especially because there's still dive that exists, which is almost totally ancillary. But overall, I think that most of the design of this game is fairly good. A few things could probably stand to be tweaked here and there, but most of them were actually made mostly better by Black 2 and White 2. So, yeah, regardless, still part of the best part of the Pokemon franchise, in my opinion, and a very good game overall, and there's still plenty more to do, but we'll get to that sometime soon.